How's it going, guys? This morning we are looking at LINU technology, or LINU. Right now it is one of the volume leaders as it's sitting currently at about, I'd say, 5 to 6 times the average volume. EMAs are correcting themselves and we're getting a bit of a volume push here, which is a good sign for us. As you can see, the 100 is crossing over the 250, and we'll check on the 200 EMA. It is also right under the 250, and that'll probably cross as well, as long as it continues to stay up like this. So I got no problem with the EMAs. So right now it is, the resistance looks like to be about 290. I would say around $3 as the resistance, but chart wise it's right around here, the 290 area. Our 50 EMA is about 190 and under. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get down into there. It'll most likely be a little higher than that, probably test the sub twos in a perfect world, but we'll see if we can't get into that area as a buy-in target. As far as the other plays, there's not much else going around. There's Watt, which was we were looking at this one yesterday at about $16. It's 30 now. We unfortunately missed this play because of the first dip. You can see right here, I still have my marks from yesterday, but the first dip did not go under the 50 EMA, which would have alerted us to buy in, and we were busy with Lightbridge in order to buy in at this next 50 dip, but that was a failed play, and so we're going to let this one go and run because it ran without us. We had our chance to buy in yesterday and we missed it, and most likely going to stick to LINU today. Nothing else is really catching my eye at this point. This has most of the volume and volatility, which are very key. So yes, I'll update you in a few minutes to see where the price action leads us. All right, just a minor update on the new technology, guys. So we did dip down around the 250 range. I was hoping it would dip down in the 50 EMA, but it looks like it's still picking up where it wants the real resistance to be. Like I mentioned before, it most likely will be $3 as it comes back and tests that area again. Although it has made a new high, which is a really good sign. So there we go. It passes $3. Good sign for us. We're going to stay patient here and just aim for the 50 as usual. Probably the best thing that could have happened was that bull push because the volume was tapering off. This just means that there's a lot more people on the sidelines, like myself, that are waiting for the dip, and which means there'll be plenty of volatility to go around on this one. But yeah, that $3 mark is very key. If it stays above it, that's an even better sign. But we're hoping to get our dip in before lunch. Still very early in the day, so we're going to stay patient here. Watt is also interesting. I'm just looking at it. As no, I said I wasn't going to play it, and I'm just looking at it, but looks like it's losing all its morning gains. And if it didn't rise so high from the previous day, I would have definitely played it. But I mean, we're just gonna have to let this one go, even though I really don't like it because the setup is actually pretty good on it. But let's play it safe here today, and we'll stick to LINU. But yeah, I'll update you guys once some more price action has started, or if we get to buy in. All right, guys, it's been quite some time, but we finally were able to dip under the 50 EMA. We were able to get filled at 262. Current resistance is at about 275, according to the chart. Let's see if we can't pop over the 50 at 266 and continue back into an uptrend. But so yeah, 262 is our average right now. It's around 259, 260, and hopefully we'll be able to bounce off this area, which it currently is trying to do, and get back into the 270s to retest that resistance. But we were patient on this one and waited quite some time for our dip. Let's see if this pays off from this level. All right, just another minor update as volume tails off for lunchtime. We were able to get rid of half our shares at above 266 when we got alerted over the 50 EMA, but we did buy back in 257, I believe. So now our average is 260. Let's see if we can't pop over the 50 EMA one more time. This is consolidating a little bit. As you can see, this is kind of the range where it dipped previously in the morning, but we really need this to hop over the 50 EMA to gain back strength. 260 is sort of acting as a resistance so far for us. So if we pop over that, that'd be the best sign. It is kind of dropping down right now, but not too worried. Let's see how this plays out as we go into lunch. Alright, it got a little scary there, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but we stuck to a plan because we do have a strategy, and once it dipped under the 100, we got alerted. We actually bought in at 242, which lowered our 260 average into 251. As you can tell, we are above that average now at 258, so we got rid of half of our shares at around 255, 256, and we are sticking with our 250 one average with a stop loss at 248. It can get real low, as you can tell, but it's important to have a strategy, and this is actually working out to be a better trade. I was a little wavered when it got down to the under the 100. I thought it was going to possibly test the $2 range, in which I was ready to double down again. But so far, so good. We got ourselves a little bit of a short cover, forcing this top. Our first initial target was 270, so it's pretty much there now, and I might just sell off here for a decent, looks like 10-cent gain. But it's nice to see all the green bars come back to life. Let's see if we can't get under our 251 average again, possibly work the 240s to the 230s. That seems to be a good buy zone for now. But yeah, we are actually able to get out of this one with about 10 cents. Not as good as if we bought in around here. That would have been really helped out. I should have doubled in twice. We would have been at the 240 average, but 251 is not bad. 251 to 256. So definitely not a lot of spread on that. But the good thing about doubling down is we get a lot more shares. So that always seems to make up for the tight spread. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm pretty angry at this one, so I'm going to see if I can time it a little better. Alerts for a new low under 236 would be my best bet, but anything under 240 should be a decent buy. So let's see if we can't dip under there again. If not, this thing could push back to sixes, or to a 3. Alright, like I planned, I wanted to get into this one because the way it completely out-dipped my target price. So we are actually back in at 248 right here. Stop loss at 249, and we're going to let this one ride. We're going to get alerts for anything above the 50 EMA, which is 255. But anything in the 260, I'm going to go ahead and sell off as well for our second scalp of the day. Let's see if we can't get above it. Might stop me out, but either way, just wanted to see if that second dip would be a continuation play or not. But I think that might be it for me. It's about half an hour until lunch. So if this one doesn't want to rocket back up, then it will be a failed trade on my part. We were actually ended up in the green today overall, but definitely could have bought in lower than our original buy-in. We had to double down twice to get out, and with a 10-cent gain. All right, see you guys tomorrow, hopefully for much better timing and a much better runner.